The only side chicks I've seen that look better than me are these right here. Introducing 3 new, thicker, juicier side chicks.
I'm gonna hold you up in this this modern woman-led society as it exists today. This is fantastic marketing. I ain't even gonna cap, but this just proves that the media doesn't give a shit. There's gonna be some fatherless child out there that's gonna say, look at Brittany Renner and the way that she's lived her life. That must be a route or a path to success. And if she can do it, why can't I? If she can be a side chick to all of these stars, these athletes, and these rappers, then shit, so can I. Why waste my life having virtues or morals? Why not just live the fast, modern chick life by side chicking myself, writing books and shit about it, just like she did? And this just goes to show that everything in our clown world society today, if backwards, can be marketable, especially to an urban community.
I went on a date with an older guy, and I'm sitting there looking at the menu trying to figure out what I want to order. He glanced at the menu for like 2 seconds. So the waitress comes and she's like, "Are you guys ready to order?" And he goes, I was still looking at the menu kind of like, "No, I'm not ready to order." And he starts ordering and he goes, "We're gonna have this, this, and this, and she's gonna get that, that, and that." And the lady goes, "Okay, I'll put that right in for you and I'll get the drinks." And my immediate reaction was like, what the hell? You're not gonna let me order? But I said, "Hold on, Christina, think about this." And I kind of sat there and I was like, oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that he ordered for me. It kind of turned me on in a way. No one has ever ordered for me before and it was new, but I was like, I like that. It just taught me, like, if he does something different or like out of the ordinary that you're not used to, just evaluate it for a second and be like, "Okay, Christina, do you like this? Was it cool?" Or like, "What do you think?" Instead of reacting so fast, Men
are much more natural leaders while women are much more natural followers. If more women allowed competent men to lead, we'd have a lot less friction or a lot less discord in our gender war society today. And because he Thanos snapped her out of her indecision, it allows her to rest more within her femininity, which will increase the chances of the buttery, viscous innards to rest well within a warm and hospitable place for later that evening. Guys, I was out with a couple of my partners the other day and we decided to approach this group of pretty young things. If I was to guess, I would say they were in their mid-20s to early 20s, right? So we approached, engaged in dope conversation, but the topic of age came up. And when I told them that I'm 37 years of age, their mouths completely dropped. Fellas, listen to me. My secret for keeping a baddie's attention is the skincare system that I use, which is also today's sponsor, Tish Hanley. Fellas, listen to me and listen good. Invest in your skin. Stop using bar soap and body wash on your face. Do yourself a favor and pick up Tish Hanley. And I recommend that you guys start with their level 1 system because it's the easiest and most affordable way to get started. And when you do, you'll also get this card in the box. This card right here is a game changer because it tells you exactly how to use their system. It'll tell you how to take it, when to take it, and how much to take of it. When it comes to skincare, prevention is absolutely key. And this stuff is so awesome, I wish I would have started it sooner. Still not convinced? Well, they have over 5,000 5-star reviews from customers all over the globe. And because Tish Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a fantastic deal. Just click on the first link down in the description box down below and receive not only 30% off, but also a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Click that link and get started today.
Educated college men act like they too good to date. Finally, someone has said it and worded it way better than I ever could have, because I have been saying this with my best friend for the longest now, to where it's like, if you look a certain way, it's like these men act like they are just like, it's always this certain look of female that they'll actually date and wife, because I guess they attribute it to like, oh, nice girl next door looking, like she won't possibly do this or that. She looks good on paper. I can bring her around family, this and a third, and she has the look. She has a very safe look. And myself and my best friend always talk about the fact that we feel as though because we have tattoos, I'm very tatted, y'all can't see it now, but I have a lot of tattoos. Because we are tatted and have more of like a, I'm not gonna say like, I'm trying to find a right way to say it. I don't know. Anyway, because we don't have that girl next door look, men consistently try to fun girl us. These college educated men, it's always them. Like when it comes to like they always assume that we only like hood guys, that they assume that they know our type, and they don't even give us a chance. Because me personally, I like college educated men. I went to college and that's just what I like. I like nerds. I like fine nerds.
Truthfully, ma'am, it really doesn't matter what you like, because let me give it from my perspective, who's a person who's a college educated man. What you fail to understand is the importance of your image. So, for example, if I see hand tattoos, which I'm currently looking at your hands and I see fingers and hand tattoos, I think for the streets. When I look at TikTok videos with pounds of caked on makeup, I think insecure. When I see baby hair glued to the top of your forehead, I think bald. This is not about being a baddie, as you so describe it. It's more or less being what those men would want to see for a long-term relationship or marriage.
I like squares. But these men always assume that my type is like, oh, I see she's tatted, she like hood niggas. That's like, and I'm just like, why do y'all keep doing that? And then not only keep doing that, but then you keep trying to put us in this fun girl category. And the fun girl is this category where it's like, I enjoy having fun with you, but I would never wife you. You don't have the look of somebody that I would consider a wife. And it's like, what does a wife look like? Because just
holy moly, it just pains me to watch these women just simply have no idea what men want. Like, does no one else see that there's an issue with this? So you want marriage, but you don't know what men want. You don't know how men think. It's like me developing a product or a service, but not understanding who is my customer to develop my product or my service for. But instead, they just choose to live in their truth in their lives, irrespective of what most men want.
Just because somebody looks like your girl next door does not mean she's a good person. It's not mean that she's automatically educated. Me personally, in a nice way, I make a lot more than a lot of the girls that they consider like, oh, like successful and stable and have like this great image. But I don't work a job that is like conventional.
What?
To where it's like,
hold on, let's do some research. You literally cannot make this shit up.
A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
All right, listen. So what does it say right here? When he pissed you off, so now you're off to make his favorite athlete fall in love with you in the club. Originally, I read this and I was just like, oh, okay, well, she's one of these TikTok women that talk about emasculating men by getting with other men. Whatever, hoop-de-hoop. We've all seen that type of content before. But then I kept looking at that club. At the same time that I saw a club, I looked in the background. That, to me, looks like the locker room of a strip club with clothes and shit hanging up on the side. And then, in order to prove it, I looked at the bottom. House fees. A house fee is like, you know, because they're essentially independent contractors. So in order to demonstrate your wares in the club, you have to pay a fee, you know, sort of like barber fees. They have to pay a fee to cut hair in a chair at the establishment that they are at. So no wonder men that are educated are not selecting you. See, college, hopefully, teaches you to critically think. And as a critical thinker, why on God's green earth would I wife a stripper? Why on God's green earth would I treat you anything else but for the streets? Your inability to understand how life's choices would deselect certain men from choosing you is beyond me.
oh, well, I can brag about what kind of job she has. So they just always want to fun
Brag
girl
about it.
me. And I am tired of people assuming that I like a certain type of guy and
it's in context now.
Because personally, I want a family and commitment and a relationship and all of those things. I want to get married. And I'm tired of people assuming that because of my look that I'm a fun girl. I know how to have fun, but don't stop fun girling me.
Ma'am, yes, you are a fun girl. And as a college-educated, critical thinker, I'm going to do nothing more with you than to treat you like fun. To the girls who are actually considering becoming a scripper solely off of the good nights they've seen on TikTok, if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story.
No, but for real, can all my dancers and ex-dancers tap in real quick? Can y'all tell these folks about the trauma that you've experienced as a dancer? Can we talk about the shootouts we've experienced? Can we talk about the stabbings we've experienced? Can we talk about the many nights where money has gotten stolen, where people have ran off with your bag, where people have given you fake money, seeing some of the prettiest and coolest girls that you know get strung out on drugs or get pimped out? Let's talk about the nights that you done paid tip out and you didn't even make your tip out back. The stories where some dancers then got a little too in over their head and went home with a random customer, and then the next couple of days can't nobody find her. Next thing you know, they find her body goddamn thrown on the side of a highway. Like, can we talk about the shit that we've seen? The nights of getting robbed at gunpoint. Like, yes, dancing cool, but this shit is dangerous.
Listen, for the scripper in the last video, you gotta understand this. Men should not be choosing women that have experienced a incredible amount of trauma within their life, especially if those women are choosing to experience that trauma. But this is what happens when you have a culture that openly promotes debauchery, which is deep-rooted and planted within our media and especially our music. Shout out to the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions, and the City Girls that will openly promote women to get the bag by any means necessary. And for the common girl, any means necessary also means by that credit card in between your legs. As if this degree of sexual liberation is something that women today should aspire in being. It's just absolutely ridiculous to me how people can't look outside of their particular situation to understand why are the things that they're doing would be a good match for a guy versus not. But just understand that by any means necessary comes with some consequences. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Listen, every single day I get, how do I say this? Every single day, the internet never ceases or fails to amaze me. I just so confused how some people just can't step outside of this situation to understand how the things that they're doing is going to be viewed from an image perspective. But I get how so many women are so confused because they're told, irrespective of what they do, they're the prize and they're the queen. And then a man should accept them for just living in my truth and being exactly who I am. It's complete and utter bullshit. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!
You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell them man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell them man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. Dead bars, need defibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight gap. I'm reminded of mind state they lack. Every time that they incline, we go way back. All they wanna be is just ruthless.